Maybe there's people that wouldn't do what I done, but I have to keep at it, to protect what I've got. It's just an old way of life. It's a traditional life. Maybe some people wouldn't value it like I would. But it's just the way we live here. I always believed in the law and believed in the courts that they were to protect you. We thought the court would have protected us like that. We'd have got justice in it. Because we didn't kill anybody. We didn't injure anybody. We were just there trying to protect what we had and what was there before us. And to think that the court, let us down in such a short space of time without hearing any proper evidence or anything in our case. It was frightening,
It was very hard. I mean, to think that you're married, that your husband was actually locked up in jail. It was very, very hard. It's hard to cope with it. Here he was, 4.5 hours drive away, locked up in a prison in Dublin, trying to protect me, trying to protect our children. You found that very hard, and you found I was bitter, very bitter to people in government, bitter to Shell, but Shell really, you wouldn't expect them to know any better because profit is their answer. But it's very bitter to a government that would let that happen. I mean, we had never been separated in all the years we were married. And to try and tell the children like their dad was in prison and that we didn't have to explain that he was in prison for being good because they knew that. But it was very hard to come to terms with that.
When we heard about it first, it was supposed to be over on the Ahu side, as we call it here, across the estuary, that was supposed to be coming. You'd hear different rumours about, they found gas out of the coast of Mayo, and it's wonderful, the people believed it was our own gas, which it is, but that the government sold it away. Now we realise that. At the time, people thought, oh God, gas is valuable.
We were just an ordinary family, and to have somebody, a total stranger from the company, from Enterprise Energy Ireland, arrive in your door step at maybe half 8 in the morning, just about time for them going out to school. And he was telling Willie where he was going to put the pipeline, where he was going to mark, and this kind of nonsense.
Well, I came, he said, to show you where we were going digging trial holes. Which, flicked me off immediately to show me, like, he didn't ask me. So I played along with him anyway, I kind of ignored. He brought me down. He walked in front of me down there and went over there to the field where it was reclaimed at us. And he just leaned in across the wire and he said, in there, I'll be digging trial holes in there. Oh, I said, yeah. He said, yeah. He said, it's, it'll do no harm. So I just answered him back and I said, oh, I know that. I said, it definitely won't do it any harm. But he didn't realise what I had in my mind because I knew he wasn't going to go in there.
Mary was about to go out to school and she was listening to this. And she knew her dad was right. Of course, she had to trust her father, but this total stranger kind of overpowering him. I'm doing this, and you're going to have to accept it. And that day she did cry on her way to school. And many's the day that our children have cried and had, seen upset kind of, because this wasn't the kind of life they saw or that they wanted, because our family was very close and thank God still are. But it's not the kind of thing you want in your kitchen at half 8 in the morning.
There you have it coming in onto the landfall, down here on the sand dunes. A highly protected area. Jesus, what are they protecting? And they have protected that for years and now they're letting Shell dig it up. There's protected species of birds, sand martins and all of them down there. And Shell can come along and dig it all up and do away with the birds and everything out of it, That's what you have now. Why the government are letting them do this, I don't know. And the government have protected it for years and, the sand dunes have grown up and the bent has grown and all that, and now it's going to be all destroyed. And it goes right across the estuary there. And up along up through the village, right through the village between the estuary and the houses. And it goes right up and across over there at our house again. It crosses the estuary there. Right over and in through the forestry trees and until you go to the refinery. It goes right on to the refinery. Right through the whole community, you could say. If that pipe blows up or anything, we're all killed. There's no getting away from it that anybody'd be saved in that village. So, God, there has to be something done about it. The government has to be made to listen, or somebody has to be made to listen to us before it's too late.